if a Jew has a shirt, a garment that has 4 corners, then he's obligated to put the this tzitzit on it. But if he's not wearing a 4-corner garment, he doesn't have to do it. Unless, the Gemara says, unless it's a time of idna deritcha. What's idna deritcha? That's a time where there is blood in the streets, where HaKadosh Baruch Hu has decided to punish and rebuke his children and get them back in line, and he allows the Satan to do his will, literally go in the streets and cause all types of mayhem, massacre, horrors. And that's what we saw. That's what we saw in Simchat Torah. That's what we saw here in Israel, and the world is still oblivious to what the truth is, because the snake, the serpent, the Ishmaelim are putting a wool over the world's eyes by fooling them as if they are the victims for different reasons. Now, one of the things that we've saw throughout all of the years is that even though HaKadosh Baruch Hu has this particular judgment, you still hear miracles. You still see HaKadosh Baruch Hu's love even during Idna Deritcha. Even though Idna Deritcha is there, you still see HaKadosh Baruch Hu's miracles, where many people have heard of the horrible things that happened to our people during the Holocaust, but yet many people have heard the countless miracles that happened to us during the Holocaust. Different tzaddikim that were saved from different ways. As one of the Chachamim says that he was actually there when there was a tzaddik that was willing to die and not take off his tzitzit. So when the Nazis, Yimach Shimon v'zichram, the Edomite Nazis, Amalek Nazis, told him to go and bury himself. Go and bury himself. Make a hole and bury himself. He started digging a hole. They said, no, take off your clothes. After he took off the clothes, he went back to digging the hole. And then the Nazi, Yimach Shimon, says, no, I told you all the clothes. Also that shirt. And the Jew says to him, that's not a shirt. That's a tzitzit. He said, the Nazi says to him, take it off, I'm going to kill you. And the Jew says, do whatever you want. This tzitzit is never coming off. It's never coming off. The Nazi was simply amazed. There are countless Jews watching this horrible situation. They're seeing one of their fellow Jews literally digging his own grave, and they cannot fathom, how does he have this strength? And for what? For the tzitzit? How? The Nazi himself was amazed, and he says, I don't understand. Why aren't you willing to take that off? He says, because this is what makes me a Jew. And you know what it means to be a Jew? It means that my God, that's watching this right now, he is going to take revenge against you and all of your people that tortured us, that tormented us, that murdered us, and he will take vengeance against you because of this tzitzit. The Nazi, for the first time in his life, heard such words. He got so scared, he ran away. And the Jew lived to tell the story. Miracles like this, Rabotai Karim, happened even during Idna Deritcha, even during the Midat Adin, even during the time where HaKadosh Baruch Hu allowed the enemy to cause us as much harm as his vicious heart allowed. And Baruch Hashem, this is one of the ways we see HaKadosh Baruch Hu's love even during a time that he punishes us. And we saw that today again. We saw that today again. Now, I don't know what you were doing during the evening tonight here in Israel, perhaps anywhere you are in the States or in different parts of the world. It was the afternoon, it was the morning, or wherever it was. But of course, every person that has certain experiences in their life, they usually remember where they were. I remember when Lehavdil, September 11th happened in the United States, and I was on a bus going to work in the middle of New York City. And as soon as I got out of the bus, the street was full of people, and the cars stopped, and everyone was looking over my shoulder And I turned around and I saw that there's some plane hit the tower, and people didn't know what it was, and I remember it exactly like it was literally yesterday. Now, of course, it was a situation that led to many wars and killing and so on, but the point is that on a personal level, every person remembers these things. But there's also an obligation for us to remember where we were when good things happened. Where we were when good things happened, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu blessed us, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us miracles. It's very easy to complain. It's very easy to remember the traumatizing things in life, but we have to also remember the good things in life. Now, one of the things that we've seen since this massacre was permitted to happen by HaShem Yitbarach is that the prophecy of a hunger and a thirst for Torah, an unprecedented hunger and thirst for Torah unlike any other time, is literally being fulfilled in front of our eyes, where countless people that either have been disconnected from Judaism their whole life, even some of them hated it, to people that were connected to a certain extent, realizing they must do tshuva.